Alright guys, a very good morning to you, and let's start with acids, bases and salts. So today's topic we are going to start with acids, bases and salts. Let me just adjust the camera one second. I am so sorry. Okay, so guys, in today's topic, we are going to start with acids, bases and salts with two questions that are there in your NCERT. Okay, in your NCERT. Alright, the first question goes like this: metal compound A reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce effervescence. Okay, as we know, what is effervescence? Effervescence is basically when you open up a cold drink bottle, that effervescence that you get, that fizziness that you get is basically called effervescence, and we all know that is due to the carbon dioxide which is entrapped in the bottle. Okay, so obviously if it is producing effervescence, carbon dioxide is evolving. Okay, the gas evolved extinguishes a burning candle. Okay, this extinguishes a burning candle. So what is the test for this? I mean, which gas is it confirming? Which test is it confirming? Carbon dioxide, right? Carbon dioxide, if you bring a lighted mastic to a test tube from where carbon dioxide is evolving, that lighted mastic will get extinguished. So the burning candle. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction if one of the compounds formed is calcium chloride. So here is what you have: a metal compound A, okay, a metal compound A reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid. This is dilute hydrochloric acid. This is dilute hydrochloric acid. It definitely forms carbon dioxide. Okay, why? Because carbon dioxide is the one which produces effervescence as mentioned. Okay, this is carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas, this is the one which produces effervescence, and it also extinguishes a burning candle, because carbon dioxide, as we all know, is a fire extinguisher. Okay, so it extinguishes a burning candle, that's carbon dioxide. What is the other product that is given to you? That is calcium chloride. Calcium chloride. Okay, so we knew for sure that this chlorine is coming from this part. Okay, so just balancing it this. Okay, clear? Carbon dioxide. Now where is this carbon dioxide coming from? There has to be a compound which is either in the form of a carbonate or in the form of a hydrogen carbonate. We know the basic reaction. What is the basic reaction? Metal carbonate plus acid will give you carbon dioxide. So metal salt plus carbon dioxide plus water, correct? And we also know the same happens with metal hydrogen carbonate as well. Okay, if we are dissolving metal hydrogen carbonate in an acid, we are going to get the same product. Okay, but how will, so is there a possibility? So for sure this can be calcium carbonate. This can be calcium carbonate. See, how are we reaching to this conclusion that this compound is, this is basically a question from your NCERT book. Okay, how are we reaching the conclusion that this can be calcium carbonate? The reason why we are, see, calcium is coming from where? Obviously it will have to come from a carbonate of calcium. Okay, chlorine obviously coming from HCl. Now carbon dioxide, obviously this has to be a carbonate from where the carbon dioxide is coming. So we have confirmed that one of the gases evolved is carbon dioxide, and is given to us that one of the product is calcium chloride. So obviously this has to be coming from calcium carbonate. Okay, and of course, so we are using three things out here. One, effervescence, which confirms that it is carbon dioxide. Second, it extinguishes a fire, it extinguishes a burning candle, which confirms that it is carbon dioxide. The third thing that we are using is that it is a product that is getting formed is calcium chloride. So obviously it is not written in the product. So the fourth thing that we are using is the basic equation. When you are treating a metal carbonate with an acid, you get metal salt. This is the metal salt. You get carbon dioxide and you get water. Now the confusing part could be that can this happen with calcium hydrogen carbonate as well? Yes, very much it can happen with even calcium hydrogen carbonate. You are going to get the same products. So how will we now distinguish whether the compound A is calcium carbonate or whether it is calcium hydrogen carbonate? So just a tip out here, calcium hydrogen carbonate, see this is a solid. Calcium hydrogen carbonate, as we know, is water soluble, and calcium hydrogen carbonate is too unstable to exist as a solid. Now this is a metal compound A which has been taken, so obviously it is a solid. It can only be stable in a liquid form. So the higher chances are for calcium carbonate, and that will be the answer. So compound A is going to be calcium carbonate. I hope we are clear on this one. It's just a tip that calcium hydrogen carbonate can also be giving you the same products. That is, on treatment with dilute hydrochloric acid, it will be giving you the same products of calcium chloride. It will be giving you the same products of carbon dioxide and water. However, the possibility of calcium carbonate being there is much less. Calcium hydrogen carbonate is being much less because calcium hydrogen carbonate is too unstable to exist as a solid. It is too unstable to exist as a solid. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, there is another book, there is another question in the NCERT book, a solution. Since we are almost done with acids, we just have to complete the ionic part of acids. So till now, whatever we have covered, the knowledge is sufficient enough to solve these two questions from your NCERT book. Okay, a solution reacts with crushed egg cells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. Okay, the solution contains sodium chloride, dilute hydrochloric acid, lithium chloride or potassium chloride. A solution reacts with crushed egg cells. Now crushed egg cells are what? Crushed egg cells are basically calcium carbonate. We all know crushed egg cells are nothing but calcium carbonate. So crushed egg cells contain calcium carbonate, okay, to give a gas that turns lime water milky. So there has to be a solution that is there. It is giving a gas which is turning lime water milky. Okay, so obviously we know that if we refer to this basic equation of a metal carbonate, if we refer to the now carbon dioxide, how do we recognize carbon dioxide out here? Carbon dioxide is recognized by what is given here. It turns lime water milky. It turns lime water milky. So we have discussed this in the previous slides, that carbon dioxide is a colorless and an odorless gas. The two tests that we have for carbon dioxide is, one, it extinguishes a burning matchstick or maybe a lighted candle. It is a non-supporter of burning. And the other thing that we have in favor of carbon dioxide as a test is that it turns lime water milky. However, if we pass carbon dioxide for a very long time in lime water, again it will become colorless. So lime water first of all is colorless. It turns milky due to the precipitate formation of calcium carbonate. However, if carbon dioxide is passed on for a very long time, then again the lime water becomes colorless. This information has been covered in the previous slide. My suggestion is, if you have not seen it as a sequence, please do see it. Otherwise, this will be a complete dealing. It might not be concluding, okay, for you. So please do watch the previous video in order to get or solve this question. So CaCO3 is basically what? A metal carbonate. And what is a metal carbonate? Basically calcium carbonate. This is nothing but calcium carbonate. So this is a metal carbonate which is reacting with what type of acid will it react with? So obviously this will be H2O. This will be H2O, water. Just by following the simple standards, metal carbonate plus an acid, metal carbonate plus an acid gives you what? A metal salt. A metal salt plus carbon dioxide gas plus water. This is what we get. Okay. So metal salt, what could this be? Can it be NaCl? No, because NaCl itself is a salt. Okay, can it be lithium chloride? No, because lithium chloride itself is a salt. Okay, salt is basically the combination of a positive and a negative radical, and that's what is happening. Lithium chloride is a salt. Potassium chloride, can this be potassium chloride? No, it is also a salt. So what could this be? This has to be nothing but an acid. It's only with an acid that this carbon dioxide will be evolved. So this has to be HCl. So now let's, although in the question itself it has not been asked as to write the balanced equation, but we can very easily write it CaCl2 plus CO2 plus H2. All we need to do is put a 2 here, because that will balance itself. H2, and then we have 3 O's. So we have 2 plus 1, 3 O's. Okay, Ca, Ca, Cl, Cl2 and CO2. Okay, I hope this is pretty much clear. Okay. Alright, so these were 2 questions that were there from NCERT book, and the reason why I picked up these questions is because it is very much correlated to the portion that we have covered on acids. We are going to further cover topics on acids. A very little portion of acids is left, and then we will move on to bases and salts. Okay, so you can take a snapshot of the same.